What's good, you guys? It's your boy B Date, and today we're gonna do a speak on it video. We're not gonna do no sports today. We're just talking life talks, And in this specific video, we're gonna talk about just 3 ways to strengthen friendships and just relationships in general that you may have in your life. And because at the end of the day, we all trying to improve. We all trying to get better in our daily walk. So. This is just 3 things I feel like we can all do, me, myself included, to strengthen the friendships we have with one another. Number 1, I would say be a home, not a hotel. Now, what do you mean by that, Brandon? Like, what does that even mean? What is you talking about? Play the Russell clip.
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
When you think of a hotel, what do you think of? You think of keeping the clothes in the suitcase. Primarily because you're only staying for a day or 2. Don't really unpack too much because you'll be leaving soon. Don't get too cozy, don't get too comfy. When you think of a home, you can all your stuff is there to rest, it's there to lay. That is your permanent home for a while. You can be comfortable. You don't have to worry about getting up and moving really no time soon, generally. And the same thing can be applied with just being a friend to someone or just being in a relationship of any sort. And what I mean by that is by being a home, you're someone that's inviting to any topic, any argument, any dilemma, whatever it is. The other person can feel welcome enough or comfortable enough to share what it is they need to talk to you about. They should feel comfortable enough to know at the end of the day you're going to give them good advice, you're going to listen to them, you're going to be understanding, and be slow to judge. You're going to be slow to judge, and you're just going to hear them out, try and pick up their perspective, and really and truly just know at the end of the day things will be alright between y'all after whatever it is y'all talk about gets addressed. Be a home, not a hotel. Be comforting, be warm, be someone that people can open up to and feel like nothing is off limits with you, and that every topic that they feel like they need to talk about can be talked about with you. Point number 2, I would say communicate. Now, that sounds pretty easy, but we're grown. Everybody's college, primarily. That's my age group. We get busy. It's just the way of life. We're gonna get busy. Young adults. Things happen. Things pop up. Yeah, I'm not gonna talk to you every day. Probably not. But with that being said, when we do talk and when we do, finally get together or just call each other, whatever it is, why don't we make that conversation or that hangout or that get together actually mean something? Too many times people talk and they just, I don't know, like it's very white noisy, very like, if I would have not had that conversation, I wouldn't have missed anything in my day. And this could be after weeks and weeks of not talking. I just feel like it's always important to know what your friend is going through, what they're involved in, just how they've been, always asking them how they've been doing, and just making each encounter memorable and meaningful, because too many times nowadays we look down at our phone, and that's all good and dandy, but it's also nice to be able to talk and communicate with someone and just understand what they've been going through. Tell them what you've been going through first, if that makes it easier for them. Not everybody's a talker first. Some people like to listen and then respond, like myself. But if I have friends who are like me and like to listen first, I'll be the one to reach out. That's no problem.
We need to move Lonzo.
That ain't no problem.
Huh?
That ain't no problem.
Well,
it's all very important to just talk things out, communicate, and make sure there's no gray area. And third and finally, man, I think just the biggest thing out of everything is just making sure you let someone know how important they are to you. Let them know that you love them. in this world of negativity we live in, this little dry spell, this little era of negativity that's seeming to overcome us. You know, it's important to be positive. It's important to be a good light, a good person to people, and just always let people know that they mean something to you. Let them know that you love them, you care for them, you know, all that good stuff, because like I said, we get busy, things happen, might not talk to you in a while, and all those things that, all the events that transpired while we weren't talking could have all been bad for a specific friend, and they just really need someone to let them know that, hey man, like, you still my dog, you know what I mean? You know, don't forget your worth. Little stuff like that, you feel me? It's all very important. All three of those things are very key, and I think they're just little things we can do to improve on our friendships. It'll make us feel a little better in our hearts, because we just, end of the day, all everybody wants is just someone they feel safe talking to, and they just want to have good company and people who get them and understand them and won't judge them, you know. And we can all be a little bit better friend to someone we know. There's no doubt about it. Me personally, there's plenty of people I need to reach out to, make sure they're doing all right and stuff. And I try to do it the best of my ability, but I know I can get a lot better. I know you guys can get a lot better. So let's challenge each other. Let's, you know, just try and pick up on these things and just do something, one of these three things every day. 2 of them, you'd be good. 3 of them, you'd be great. That's it, man. It's been your boy. It's been an episode of Speak On It. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Y'all comment some love down below, because you never know, like I said, who might need it, you know. And go contact one of your friends you ain't talked to in a while, man. It might make their day. It might make their week, you know. It might save them from doing something stupid. But I love you guys, man.